Aloha and welcome, Soul Family, Soul Ohana. Kapualani here with your timeless weekly reading, your collective reading. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to start off, as always, by chiming my tuning fork here, giving us some space to connect to the breath, connect to any goals or intentions we may have. As you're inhaling, setting those goals and intentions, maybe taking a nice deep breath for a count of 4. And as you exhale, releasing through the mouth with a ha or a sigh, just letting go of your day, your week, your month, whatever the case, whatever needs to just be released, while also giving thanks, gratitude, and appreciation to our higher selves, our higher power, ancestors, angels, and so forth. All right, so let's go. Let's open up the space here. Okay, so as a reminder, these are collective readings, and this is a part 1. I have a part 2 available for you in my extensions at kapualani.com/extensions. It starts at a sliding scale, starting at $1.11, and you can choose whatever resonates with you. But if this reading resonates, if you like what you're hearing in this time together, this session here, I invite you to check out the part 2. All right, so let's dive in. Let's see what we see. And thank you to my ongoing subscribers. When you subscribe, it helps me to connect a bit more deeply and clearly to your energies. So if this is your first time with us, and again, if it resonates, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and so forth. So, all right, Spirit, what do we need to know in this moment? Thank you, Spirit. We've got the King of Swords, the Nine of Swords. So this is a time to really be mindful of your mental energies, of any stresses, any anxieties. You may be battling certain sleeplessness or moments of sleeplessness, okay? There may be certain things going on for you that feel beyond your control. I just saw 222 on the timer. So if that resonates, I always say this, but I encourage you, if you feel called to, go ahead and do a little search engine on angel number 222. And if you feel like it, put that meaning or whatever you find in the comments, or if you're already familiar with that number, perhaps. So again, with this Knight of Swords, the King of Swords, this is the time to be mindful of your thoughts, be mindful of any negative or, just really straining inner dialogue. Take control is what the King of Swords is saying. Take control of your thoughts. Take control of any plans that need to be made, any details. Maybe you're stressing out over the details. Maybe you're stressing out over future goals and future plans and feeling like it's just spiraling a little bit, like things are kind of scattered and, troubling you. And at times even with the Nine of Swords, it can be symbolic of, just maybe a bit of depression. Again, anxiety, depression, sleeplessness, battling inner demons or whatnot. But the King of Swords showing up here is very much a sign that you have what it takes to overcome by recognizing, any of that inner negative dialogue, taking control, taking command of that dialogue and shifting out of it, right? And also, again, take control of the details. Leave no stone unturned when it comes to contracts, when it comes to execution of things. Maybe there are certain topics, I don't know why, but I'm feeling like for those who are trying to write, I'm hearing communications. So in your communications, maybe you kind of had a moment you're like, oops, maybe I shouldn't have sent that out. I hit send and oops. But if that happens, or if there's anything that has created a bit of stress previously, that again is where that King of Swords is saying to rise above, to pay attention to the details. It's about sort of holding your own and not allowing again for negativity to control your thoughts or your communications, your plans. All right. So tell us a little bit more, Spirit, about this energy of what's coming up, these messages. And this is also part of what you're getting ready to release. So if you've been having some troubling times, you will be shifting out of that. Well, but let's see, before I get too far ahead of myself, I just kind of rolled with the downloads here, as I do. But Spirit, what else do we need to know? What's coming through right now? What's affecting us? What do we need to pay attention to? The Magician, yeah, self-empowerment. Again, taking control of your reality, okay? By understanding that you are the vessel, the vehicle behind the manifestations, okay? So if there are certain goals that you have for the future, things that you are trying to bring into fruition, the Magician tells us to start right here, right now, and to really honor all of the tools that are at your disposal, your skills and resources that are available to you right here and now, okay? Keep rather aligned with your vision, with your goal, with your dream, while also lining things up so you have a clear direction. But we've got to start somewhere, right? Like anything else. If you're going to travel, for example, we're right here right now. We don't just spontaneously, we haven't yet invented that technology or the abilities to just teleport, right, from one place to another physically. So it's a matter of making plans, and it's a matter of not just kind of willy-nillying it. Okay, but what is this Magician telling us? What are we in command of? What is coming through? Some details with the Magician, and just a reminder, Spirit is reminding us to connect that figure 8 at the top of that Magician's forehead, hovering above the crown, is the knowing and the connection to Spirit. Okay, so remember to remain grounded and connected to Spirit. Align your energies accordingly so that you can clearly recognize all of the tools that are at your disposal. Okay, and remember, you are a skilled individual. You are the vehicle behind your manifestation, is what's coming up. You are that co-creator, co-conspirator with the universe, with the divine, with source. All right. So 5 of Swords. Okay, so that 5 of Swords, there's some swords coming through here. So it's all about the mental clarity. It's all about mind over matter. It's all about minding your inner dialogue. Don't be your own worst enemy. Catch yourself. Try not to rush. Okay, it's all in the details. Universe, Spirit, Creator, God is in the details. Your higher power is in the details. And it's not what you say, but how you say it. Not what you do, but how you go about doing it. And so there may be some conflicts. There may be people, actually. Spirit's telling me we're on a little bit of a different tangent here. Use your intuition. Not everything is as it appears. You are in control, like the Magician and that High Priestess. Okay. There may be someone who is trying to get the upper hand with you. There may be in conflict with someone or something, even if it's just in conflict with yourself and your own thoughts. All right. Try not to argue. There may be things that you're kind of like struggling with. I feel like Spirit's like bringing up the conflict here with the 5 of Swords. So whether it's, the inner conflict of feeling a little, like I said, like your own worst enemy, like you're talking yourself out of doing something before you've even giving yourself the opportunity, or you're looking for all the reasons why you shouldn't do something, or making things a bit more complicated for yourself, or if things seem like they're so much bigger than you, you're like, oh, I don't know. And I'm getting like, and you're wanting to maybe hide or retreat. I don't know where this is coming from. I'm just getting it in the download. So if this resonates, you let me know. But it is all about mind over matter. Be kind to your mind. Be kind to yourself. Remember that you are in a seat of power. There may be certain details and elements that are beyond your physical awareness here and now, but intuitively, mentally, like we don't know all of exactly what tomorrow will bring, but we can use our senses, use our gut to just navigate accordingly and refuse to give in to fears, right? We address them. We address that maybe we are experiencing some fear, but we do our best in addressing it to take a breath and to clear ourselves, transmute those fears. And sometimes it's just as easy as saying, you know what, I have no control over this. I'm just going to surrender it to the universe, and I'm going to continue to show up as I am able to, as I am called to. So what can we do, Spirit, about this 5 of Swords? What is this 5 of Swords about? Our wishes on, what brings us fulfillment, trying to, okay, so there may be, you may need to be a little bit savvy in how you go about getting what you want. In terms of achieving a goal, or experiencing a sense of fulfillment. To experience the full fulfillment, look no further than within, look no further than what's right in front of you. There are helping hands. There's something that's coming into fruition and manifestation, so don't be too hard on yourself. But don't worry about it either. If you are in having a little bit of fear or negative thoughts, that's not going to prevent the manifestation from coming through. Okay, so Spirit, what is our outcome here? Spirit, where is this ultimately leading us? What is that fulfillment? What are those wishes? What actions do we take here, Spirit, or just any deeper clarity? You're preparing, yeah, it's not even just preparing, excuse me. Accepting and recognizing the bounty of your own independent success. It's like you gotta, you know what I mean? It's what is that saying? You can't make others happy, or how, you know what I mean? You gotta make yourself happy first, and it's not in a selfish way, but it's like pour into your own cup type of thing. Ask yourself, who and what are worth your time, energy, and value? Who and what is worth investing in? Like, is the effort worth it? Is, like, if there's something that has been bringing you conflict, something or someone, even if it's your own self, right, and you're in your own kind of thing here, these energies are kind of telling me, I'm almost hearing, even like in a positive way, count your blessings and focus on the good that you are co-creating and manifesting. That's developing the things that are right in front of you. You have a grasp on something, and there's growth that is in development. So don't be too hard on yourself. Ask yourself, there are certain moments where putting in an effort, it's like, why am I continuing to just like push this situation, push the topic, push the issue? And it's just like, is it really worth it in the end? Why go through all of this trouble of XYZ and draining yourself and blah, 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 when in the end, you'll just kind of be at, net zero. Again, you just kind of find, like, you'll kind of just be where you already are. So I hope that this is coming through clearly, but it's basically saying, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is it worth your time, energy, and value? Take the time to really do that personal inventory as well, to look at, again, the good that's right in front of you, so that you're not trying to, spin your wheels and make something happen when it's just not necessary right now. Like, where's the fire? What is the urgency? Is there really an urgency? Maybe slow down a little bit and don't make anything harder on yourself than it already is. Or in that case, simplify. Why kick up the dust and, you know what I mean, fug up the air if it's just not necessary? Like, oh, well, I was trying to get this done. Slow down and take a breath. Let the air clear. Let your thoughts clear. Let things sort of work themselves out is part of what I'm getting as well. All things in good time. Enjoy the present moment. Enjoy the good that's in front of you. Make use of and connect to the bounty and the flow that is right in front of you. Okay, that's like one of the bigger keys here, that one of the core elements of what I'm picking up on. Look at that celebration, 3 of Cups, right? So I feel like whatever it is that's happening, you're moving toward supportive energies, being supported. Surround yourself with that. Connect yourself. I tend to say this when I see the 3 of Cups. Connect with those 1 or 2 close friends, family, loved ones that you can really lean on at the end of the day, and really sort of, pour your heart out to if you need to, or just, when you have good news, when you have not so great news, those people that, you can lean on. Okay, start moving into that direction of the emotional healing, the emotional fulfillment and celebration, and recognize that any fears that you may have, maybe they are just things in your mind. Have they been realized? And I said this, I say this not all the time, but I've been saying this on and off. I did say this earlier today, but what is fear but false evidence appearing real? And just as a nod, because these cards did show up, Four of Swords and the King of Cups. So put your mind at ease. And again, with the Kings, taking control. We've got some masculine energy showing up. So this is about how you're projecting your energy, okay, and how you are showing up. And with this King of Swords, King of Cups, it's about having that confidence in yourself to navigate any choppy waters, knowing that, with this Four of Swords, again, you can put your mind at ease. The conflict is over. Let it be over. Breathe and relax. And this may be more of a matter of emotion than it is strategy and control. With the external, it's more about the internal and not allowing for any fears, doubts, worries to get the best of you. But to, again, recognize those choppy waters for what they are and say, I have what it takes to surf and navigate any high tides. You guys have heard me say this maybe before if you've been listening for a while, but when the tide is high, we're not only holding on, but we're surfing those waves. Okay? And if anything, we have the skills to direct the flow. Okay, just like that King of Cups here is pouring out that water, that chalice. And so it's paying attention also to the energies, the emotions of others around you, and doing your best not to be reactive, not to overthink with that Four of Swords energy here. So I'm going to just kind of mush these cards around a little bit, give some space to my Four of Swords and my King of Cups. Sorry about that while I kind of rearrange. I'm just kind of also feeling things out and downloading spirit with any other messages here. Yeah, don't be your own worst enemy. Get out of any negative thoughts, or at least be willing and able to recognize them when you're being a little bit hard on yourself. There could be some kind of a conflict between your abilities to make something happen or to control your reality right now, but that's where spirit is saying open up again to the good that you've already managed to co-create and to manifest, the good that's right in front of you. Enjoy the bounty of success and again the wishes and fulfillment that you've already managed to attain and to bring into reality. All right. You don't have to worry about what's being said or done behind closed doors or behind your back. It's good. People are saying good things about you. They wish you well. And if for whatever reason you're like, well, I don't know, blah, 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 because it's not always going to be the case, right? That everybody wishes you well. Sometimes people have unintentional or just they're not aware of their own insecurities. And so, if for whatever reason you're in that kind of a situation, just know that it's going to pass and it's all okay actually, because I'm not getting that at all with these cards. I feel like if anything, people are saying good things about you. And that's where you can just sort of breathe and allow. You're going to rise above. There may be some transitions out of the head, out of the mind and into the heart. There may be significant conversations coming up, decisions that you'll be making, at this time. So have that faith and trust in yourself that, and there's a little bit of self-discipline that's going to be needed in order to navigate through any sort of just moments, okay, at this time. So it really does come down to just remembering that we, in so many ways, we co-create our own reality, right? So again, don't be your own worst enemy, be your own best friend and have fun with it. You're shifting out of this energy of the stress and the sleeplessness and so forth. So we're going to transition in just a moment here. We're going to pull a card from my Animal Spirit Guides deck, and I'm going to give some downloads, my impressions and my messages from spirit with this Animal Spirit Guide card. And in part 2, and I always kind of got to flash this, sorry guys, we're like, oh my gosh, she keeps doing the same thing. I'm going to be reading from the Animal Spirit Guidebook in part 2. So for those who are interested, we will be getting the book version as well as giving you an opportunity when I open it up. You can take a little screenshot of that if you want, just so you have it on hand to review it. But in the part 2, I will also, aside from going a little bit deeper into the spread, into any other messages that are wanting to come through, we are going to connect to my Angel Answers cards. So if you have a yes no question that you would like to address, you can meditate on that and we'll pull a card for it, or cards, whatever pops out. We're also going to be, because we've been having fun with this, looking at the Romance Angel Oracle card. So even if you don't have any kind of romantic, things that relate to romance or relationship or love, I like to say, let's focus on this in regards to your current situation, what you're passionate about. You know, what's speaking to you on a heart level, or any kind of heart related, healing related messages that you may need. So we're going to pull from the romance angels. You can ask a yes no question with the romance angels as well. All right. So here we go, Spirit. Let's see what animal spirit guide has a message for us right now in the here and now. Thank you. Okay, we got oyster. It's funny, I got like, don't climb up. I think we've seen oyster before, but like when I see the oyster, I think of like pearls, pearl of wisdom. And I feel like there may be certain things that I don't know why, but I'm just getting that climbing up, even though I know this is not a clam, this is an oyster. And things are developing because I think about how the pearl, you know, the oysters, first of all, they purify and clean the water. So something may need to be cleared up. We're going back to water energy, to flow, to emotion. There could be a situation that is saying to just kind of protect your energy right now, or your heart is what I'm getting. You are, you know, maybe you yourself are that pearl contained, or the pearl of wisdom that you have is special and unique. And so just be mindful not to just kind of give it away, you know. I don't know, that just, I just got to stay true to the messages here. I feel like this oyster energy, again, clearing up because of the water purification. So maybe there's a little bit of an opportunity or a calling to cleanse your space. I also feel like I'm being shown how, you know, how is a pearl formed, but through those grains of sand, right? Something is agitating the oyster internally, so it starts to turn, like, kind of, I want to say transform, but I don't know if that'd be the appropriate word, but in a sense, yes, it starts to transform that grain of sand into a pearl. And so give yourself like that magician card. You have everything available and at your disposal that you could need inside of yourself. There is a pearl of wisdom within you waiting to be shared and released here in terms of, or rather developed as well. So keep going, don't stop. Protect your knowledge. There may be something here too where maybe there's a part of you, because I'm thinking about, you know, the oyster white has a hard shell and the inside's all gushy, right? So protecting that softness as well. But there we go with that oyster energy. And so again, I invite you to check out and dive into part 2 with me, the extensions, kapualani.com// extensions. And or if you are interested in a reading of your own, you're welcome to schedule either a live or a pre-recorded reading with me at kapualani.com. Those links for both the extension and my website, it's at the bottom. I'll leave a link for the extension in the comments, and you can check the description box below as well. But again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to my ongoing subscribers and to everyone who gives this a like. If you like this video, please do give it a like, leave a comment, and if you haven't subscribed and this is vibing with you, I invite you to subscribe so you can stay tuned, continue to stay tuned here. So I'm going to close this particular session out with my tuning fork and just saying thank you so much again for being here, for joining me, and for supporting myself and obviously this channel. We'll see you in part 2.